honestly felt bad. I was like, damn, like, that's fucked up. And it all turned out to be false. Like, to me, like, that's kind of like low as fuck. Like, that's super low. Bye, Julia. I love you. And I'm talking about a big group of people. Like, this is not just one or two people. Like, I've seen at least 10 people do this on the internet, unrelated to each other. Like, I've seen so many people do this, and it's so disgusting. Like, as someone who's actually been in an abusive relationship, in a controlling relationship where, like, it was horrible, and then, like, when I get on the internet and I see people saying that they've been through this, I'm like, okay, like, I see a sense of, like, we relate to something, and, like, it's a trauma that's, like, and then when it comes out that it was all a lie, it's kind of like, why would you lie about something like that? Like, that's something that people actually go through. And I've never been the type of person that's been, like, saying that someone's lying about a domestic, like, DV situation. Like, you should never say that someone's lying about that. But when there's concrete evidence that it is false and that you said it so that you can get sympathy and money from people on the internet, it's honestly, like, and I will never blame a woman for going back to her abuser. Like, I've done that. I like, a lot of women in my family have done that. I've seen a lot of girls that I was friends with do that. I will never blame the victim for going back to the abuser, because at the end of the day, they're manipulative. They tell you that they're going to change. Like, it's just a lot, and it's kind of like you're dependent on them. So I get it, like, but, like, that's different, but lying about it is just, like, a whole different type of, like, low. Like, it's just disgusting. Like, I will never support people that do that. Like, there was, like, this couple that were on here since, like, 2016. Like, they were, like, YouTubers. Like, they had a family and everything, and then there was, like, it was, like, a fake thing where, like, the wife, like, I had been following them for years, and I love them. And then there was, like, a point where the girlfriend was like, yeah, he's beating me up, like, he's doing all these things to me. And then it all came out that it was a lie. It was like, okay, whatever. And then you also have, like, Norali and Laura. And I like Norali. Like, we follow each other. I like her. I just feel like she's in a situation where, I don't know, like, I've never really seen anything like that. But I don't know, honestly, with that whole situation, I really don't know what to say, because I'm genuinely confused. Like, I can't tell if it's, like, fake or not. Exactly, Nicole. Once people start seeing the amount of money they can generate from basically looking stupid and not credible on the internet, it is like gambling. That's, like, the closest thing I can compare it to. It's, like, addicting to them. Like, they see it and they're like, okay, like, I'm gonna keep doing this because I'm getting so much money from it, and I don't care if, like, I throw my morals out the door. I don't care if I throw my self-respect and dignity out the door. Like, as long as I get money, and money fast, then I'm gonna keep doing it. And the amount of, like, people that are so, like, that don't see it, like, it's like I see people, like, it's like the blind leading the blind. Like, and I see through people's bullshit from, like, a mile away. I've been like that since I was little. Like, I had a best friend that her stepdad was, like, molesting her, and I always had this bad feeling about him. Like, ever since I was little, like, I was like, okay, this man is weird as fuck. And everybody around us was, like, so oblivious to it. Like, nobody would even, like, care. Like, not that they didn't care, but they didn't notice anything weird about him. But, like, every time I would see him, I would be like, this man is weird. And it literally turned out 4 years later that he was fucking molesting her. So I was like, I knew something was off, and I always knew something was off. Like, it's not necessarily how people act. It's just, you can see someone's true colors by their body language, by the way they act. Like, it's just, like, I can't explain it. I just get this gut feeling every single time. Like, every single time I meet no, these are not my real nails. This is acrylic. I did my own nails yesterday. I put acrylic. But yeah, I feel like, and also like right now with like all these like politics going on and people like beefing and like so much shit going on in the world, I just feel like, I don't know, man. Like a couple days ago, my car got broken into. There's been a lot of shit going on, but y'all don't see me going on the internet and like coming up with lies to get clout. I couldn't give one less of a fuck about clout, to be honest. I just feel like clout is like a disease. Like, it's like the biggest disease, and like half of these people, like I'm telling y'all, half of these people that you see and you think that they're living like this luxurious life, they're rich, they're going on trips, like they're hanging out with all these famous people, like they're living their best life. I promise you guys, coming from experience, from seeing people, from seeing these people, from knowing these people, from being around these people, it's such a miserable life. Like, it's such a miserable life. And like half of these people don't even have like their family or their friends, or like all it is like you live in a house, your heart is empty, everything's empty, and then you just have like a stack of money in front of you. And me personally, I'd rather be happy. I'd rather live a fulfilled life and not going to sleep knowing that I'm scamming people, I'm fucking people over, I'm doing all these things just for money. Like, money comes and goes, bitch. Like, money should not like indicate if someone is worthy of more or less. Like, me too. I've seen it. Like, I was with a man who had all this money and was depressed, was miserable. He didn't live a good life. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, I've seen people with so much money and they are not happy with their life. Like, the only thing that they can say in their defense is, well, you're broke, I'm up, you're broke. Like, as if that's supposed to fucking mean anything about someone's moral character, about their, like, and I'm tired of seeing that shit. And trust me, I used to be like that too. When I was on perks and shit, I would say that to everyone that had a problem with me. I'd be like, well, you're broke. Well, you're broke. You're broke. Like, that was my only defense. Like, that's literally, and one thing about being a good person is doing inner work and understanding that you were wrong, and that you, and how to, like, elevate yourself and make yourself a better person. And one thing I will do is take accountability. And I get called broke all the time. I'm like, okay, and you're mad and sad. No, literally. Like, I don't want y'all, like, I know that y'all watch these social media people and, like, all they do is, like, flex on you, and, like, they never actually, like, talk to you guys and, like, care about y'all. But what I'm gonna say is, don't let anyone tell you if you're worth something or not based on how much money you have, because at the end of the day, when we're in our coffins, we don't go with money, we don't go with jewelry, we don't go with Fashion Nova, we don't go with fucking Amiri jeans. It's just our body, and then we rot. The fuck does money have to, like, money's not gonna do shit for you. And dirty money is scammer money, is fucking people over money. Like, and it's like, as someone who, I work hard for my money, I can't fake shit on TikTok, lol, and inform me. I don't know how these people do it. Honestly, I don't know how they do it either. Like, I was at a point in my life where, like, I was at my prime with money. Like, I could literally spend thousands of dollars and still have plenty. And I was so miserable. And it was because I was in a abusive relationship. I was with someone that I didn't love. I was with someone that threatened that if I left them, they would me. So it was like, I had all this money and, like, all this time on my hands. Like, I had all this, but I was not close with my family. Like, I was on TikTok with him asking people for even more money. Like, and it's not the type of life you want to live. Like one thing I will tell y'all is, like, being in that situation, like, every single day of my life was the same. Like, we would wake up late as fuck. And then once you wake up, you scroll on your phone on TikTok. And then you probably eat something. And then you take pills. And then you take even more pills because you don't feel it, and you're like chasing the high. So you just keep taking more and more and more, and then you're numb. So then you just sit, do nothing, and then at night you go live, you battle with people on TikTok, you get money from TikTok, you close the app, you go back to bed, you wake up, and it's the same. You don't socialize with people, you don't do shit with people, you don't go out and explore the world, you don't communicate with people, you're antisocial, you're in an abusive relationship at that. So yeah, I might have had a lot of money at the time, and right now I'm in a place in my life where I'm comfortable with money. I don't have to worry about money, thank God. I thank God every day for that, and I'm grateful. But I'd rather, you know what I mean? Like, you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, it's not just about what materialistic things I had. I was looking for internal happiness. I wasn't looking, like, it was just, like, the most miserable time of my life. Like, it was so miserable. Like, I barely did anything with my life. I was depressed. I was skinny as fuck. I was 92 pounds. I'm, like, 135 now or some shit. But it's, like, it was such a depressing, like, point in my life. And I was, like, so done with life. Like, I was like, I don't even care if I live or die, bitch. Shit, dying must be better than this. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt at the time. And yeah, I don't recommend that. Like, I really, really, really don't. And there were a lot of people that were like, oh, I wish I could live, like, in luxury. I wish I could, like, have this life where I can spend all the money I want and I don't have to worry about, like, where my money's gonna come. Like, no, yes, there's no problem with wanting to be rich and financially free. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like everyone should strive for that, but not because you want to buy designer shit, not because you want to flex on other people, not, like, you have to want that for financial freedom, to take care of your family, to retire your parents, like, to make the people that you love happy, and to have financial freedom to be able to take your family on trips, to be able to retire your parents. Like, that should be your goal on why you want to get rich. So if you're thinking, like, I'm manifesting this but it's not happening, it's because it's the universe telling you to do inner work and reevaluate the reasons why you want something so bad. You know what I mean? You shouldn't want something for the wrong reasons. You should want something for the right reasons and with good intentions. And I feel like after I learned that, a lot of things went better for me. Like, it's not like, you shouldn't think to yourself, I want to be rich so that I can buy a new car and, like, buy a new house and buy designer clothes and bags and jewelry. No, you should think to yourself, I want to get rich so I can be financially free, so that I can do whatever I want whenever I want, so I can take care of my family, so I can retire my parents, so I can take care of my siblings, so I can care for the people I love. Like, that should be your intentions. And after you, like, you shouldn't just say that, you should really think that. Like, you need to actually believe that in order for it to manifest into reality. And I know a lot of people don't really believe in manifestation, but the mouth, like, words, your tongue is very powerful. Like, words are so powerful, and you'd be surprised by what you can do just by manifesting and journaling. And, like, and you can't just think, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna manifest and it's gonna happen. Like, no, you need to put in the work. You can't just say, I want $1 million tomorrow, and then lay on your bed and watch TikToks. Like, you need to, like, actually put in the work, be consistent. Like, with me, for example, like, I used to be broke as fuck. Like, I used to not have shit. I literally wouldn't even have money to buy food. And I didn't put in the effort. Like, I was like, all right, I'm broke anyway. Like, there's no point in doing anything. And now I'm at a point in my life where, like, I'm not, like, rich as fuck, but I'm good. Like, I'm comfortable. Like, I'm living comfortably. So, like, I don't have to worry about where my next meal is coming. And I'm grateful that I can help my mom, too, that I can help my family, that I can help, like, everyone that I love. And that's what my goal was from the start. I didn't want to get rich or have money or whatever for just, like, stupid shit. That doesn't matter. Like, I want to be able to make a difference. I want to be able to donate to people in need. I want to be able to make a difference, like, in the world. And sometimes, like, even if you don't have money, you can still make a difference in the world. Like, I don't know what the hype about money. Like, yeah, I know money. Like, you need money to survive. But, like, you can still, like, do shit for people and, like, be a good person. Like, you don't have to, like, get on the internet and fucking brag about shit that you have, knowing that there's people that wish they had what you had, and you're just, like, throwing it in their face. Like, I've never believed in that. Like, that's why when I see people, like, on the internet flaunting what they have, it's not like I'm jealous. Like, and that's what they always have to say. They're always like, no, you're just jealous of me. Like, you just wish you had what I had. No, bitch. Like, it's not even that. Like, first of all, you look stupid, but that's besides the point. I feel like people who flaunt what they have it's so low. Like, you don't have to, like, knowing that there's people that are watching you that probably look up to you, people that probably wish they had what you had, and then to just, like, get on the internet and then, like, flex or do all this shit is so stupid to me. They just gaslight you and they sound dumb as fuck. No, literally. Like, I hate when people do that. It's so annoying. It's so, like, immature, too. Like, it's just, like, ew. And then they feel so good about themselves after. They're like, oh my god. Oh my gosh, not this tea person again. Anyway, but yeah. I feel like people shouldn't even, like, care about that. Like, I don't know. Always remember, if someone has to flex and prove that they have something, it's either because they don't have it and they want to try too hard to prove that they do, or they just don't know how to act with what they have, and they want, like, the whole world to know what they have, and, like, they feel some type of status. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm different. Like, I'm better than everyone else. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like most people do everything out of convenience. Genuine is rare. Facts. Lip combo. I literally just have this Hello Kitty. Don't you flex about the money you make and the BBL you're gonna get all the time. I was talking about how I'm getting my implants removed and how I'm gonna get a BBL after that. I don't understand how that's, like, oh my god, like, what are you even saying? You sound dumb as fuck. Like, you're just trying to, like, you couldn't think of anything else to say, so you just, like, thought of that, and it still sounds dumb as shit. Like, you're embarrassing. Literally everything I do, this person will get on my live and, like, try to, like, come up with some shit. Like, the first time it was that I was copying someone with the fucking hairstyle that I've been doing for years. Now it's, well, you're flexing about getting a BBL. No, bitch, you sound dumb. I was saying how I was getting my implants removed and getting a BBL. So what exactly is your fucking point? And on top of that, you're obsessed with someone who doesn't even know you, and you come for me as if I give a fuck about what you have to say. What a loser. Block her. No, I want to see what the fuck these people want to say about me. You don't even know who I am.